Morning, y'all. Sorry for the quality. It's on my phone. When I get the laptop and stuff, maybe I can make a little better post and video wise on everything else. Day 2 of, recently getting out and doing better, which I have been as far as, working out and doing sit-ups, push-ups, going for runs in the evening. I'll be going for runs in the daytime as well. For anybody that knows, because I'm in Oklahoma, it's shitty right now. Let me give y'all a little piece of what it is like. Nasty out there. And since your boy don't really like Oklahoma anyway, it is what it is. It's not pretty. As far as like scenery, the people are mediocre. There's shitty people everywhere, but it's all about who you surround yourself with. At that point, so try to surround yourself with good people. At the end of the day, if you can't communicate with your people, and when I say your people, that means your family, your loved ones, people you're super close to, or might not be close to, that you haven't talked to in a minute, and you're feeling some sort of way, or maybe you had been feeling some sort of way, and it's like, pick up the phone, send a message, tell people, hey, we're all human. If you gotta apologize, apologize. If you feel they need to apologize, be the bigger person. Just reach that hand out. Extend yourself beyond yourself. And as somebody that's been doing that lately, sorry, you'll have moments where I'll just be doing this because growing up really skinny and not having a lot of weight on my bones, and then as people know, I've struggled with addiction. I don't mind saying that on camera. I'm doing 100% better and I'm looking good as far as that. So yeah, if I check myself out, heads up, it's going to happen a lot. Anyway, somebody's got to check me out, and somebody's got to feel that I'm a sexy beast. Might as well be myself. So, on that note, take care of yourself. If you're not really into working out, that's fine. If you feel you need to work out, go for it. It feels amazing. You could not imagine how good it feels to get up in the morning, be all, sorry, my titties are juggling, be all pumped, and just go get that daily grind, you know what I mean? Just get it. Why? Because you can. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, back to reaching out to your people. We've all had people we've hurt, and we've all had people we've done wrong. And we've all had people do that to us as well. But at the end of the day, you got to be a big person, and you got to be an adult, and you got to accept consequences, and you got to accept actions. Emotion. So, everything's in motion. Everything has a reaction to an action. So if somebody says something, you have the right to feel how you feel about that. Emotion. Okay? You don't have to sit there and be mad. You don't have to sit there and blow up, freak out. Like, that's their choice. They want to feel that way. They have every right. They're human beings. It doesn't help to dwell on the past. Trust me. It doesn't help to bring up the past. Trust me that. And, without getting too sappy, because if you know Rusty, I can be sappy. And you also know when you hear changes in my voice, I'm usually emotional or about to be. So on certain subjects I won't touch necessarily fully on, because in this point in my life, I'm still dealing with some things emotionally. And once I am able to compose myself on film, in a sense, like, as a man that has recently lost some things that meant a lot to him because of shit that I've done throughout my life, and or shit that I have done to a certain individual who I will not be naming on camera, but they know who they are, and they know that I apologize, and I'm super sorry for anything that might have conspired, and I only wish them the best, because at the end of the day, That's what you need. You need to wish yourself the best. And whether you find them an enemy or not, love thy enemy. You know, uh, side note, which I really don't preach about, God is good. And God has a plan, even if we don't see it. So, you could be on top of the mountain and hit the bottom. That's God's plan. You ain't something that's gonna be left out in that sense. So with the stuff I just recently went through, it's hard to see God's plan, but it's there. If anything, a learning curve. So yeah, I feel that everything's good. I used to make videos, I think they were TikTok ones, when I worked at Arby's. And a girl I used to work for, my general manager, who happened to work at the bank that I had before I left Montana, her name is Sarah Fraser. She's a great individual, an amazing hard worker, and a cool person. And I remember coming in one day, and she was like, John, your videos are really kind of, I try to strike a chord in those that might not see it in themselves. Or be a big one to give advice that I can't give to myself sometimes. So, in that note, it's just like, love yourself and love your life, no matter what kind of life you have. Yeah, it can always get better, but it dang sure could be way worse. And for those of us that come from way worse and seen that, like I said, it's down here. You know where you go from there? Straight to the top. Yeah. Anyway, so I plan on working out, sending y'all daily progress, giving y'all daily videos. Love your people, love thy enemy, love yourself most importantly. And if you struggled with how you feel about how you looked or how people thought of you, garbage. Not you. Their opinions. Now, you can change certain things. At the end of the day, if you realize, yeah, I'm a piece of shit, and I'll say that outright, or I'm a piece of garbage, but you shouldn't even feel that way about yourself. You were just struggling, and you were wandering in the darkness. Sorry to laugh. It's not like it's funny. It's just, I'm starting to get emotional. And it just helps. So, aside from crying and letting all your emotions out and just getting it out there in the open, work on loving you. And if you've ever had any of those feelings like I described, and you're sitting there like, damn it, look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, I'm attractive, I'm worth something, and I might be a crazy individual or not, or one that has issues with certain things, but I can do better and I will do better. And I see worth, whether others don't or do. And the greatest thing is when you find that. And you find that inside yourself if you haven't had it that long. I was talking to a good friend of mine. One of my best friends that I used to hang out with a lot. And I believe, I can honestly say, aside from the relationship that I've had here recently, she was the only other woman that was my best friend. And I feel, had two in my life. And I only have one now, and it's just recently because I extended that hand when they did. I apologize whether I was in the wrong or not. And the past is the past. But, like she described to me, if you're going through life and wondering, what is it that I, am doing right? Maybe it's something you've just already done and you can't fix it. So, on that note, to the people trying really hard to fix things with themselves or people that just won't ever be fixed, you just need to accept that and learn from it and not do it again and try to be a better person in that area. So personally with my experiences, I've been clean and sober for the last 2 months or longer, and I'm proud of that. I look better. I feel better. I got color to my skin. My face ain't all sunk in. Your boy getting weight. You know what I'm saying? I feel that, I can finally look at myself in the mirror and be like, oh, damn, Russie. Not to be weird, but I do me. Anyway, But, sorry, y'all. As somebody, I'm gonna end it on a note. As somebody that knows how much I can love and how much I do love, of course I'm gonna say that about myself, because aside from my stuff that I was struggling with evilly, or the evil things I was struggling with that I no longer struggle with, take all that out of who I am, which I've been doing. The base person for Russie, who you see in front of you, that's clean, sober, no longer being adulterous in any sense. Sorry. Who's raising his baby girl and trying to the best he can. Co-parenting, if you will, with her mom. I feel like that's the kind of person, that I would love to find in the future, in a sense, because there's certain traits about me that are just crazily amazing, like the fact that people think I'm attractive and I don't, the fact that regardless at the end of the day, you could treat me like the biggest piece of shit, but I'm still at some point going to love you and forgive you. And people say it's a bad trait, but I find it a really good one because it helps you move on and helps you learn and realize things. So, enough of this happiness. Russie loves all you guys, and all you guys are beautiful. Stay tuned for the next one.